the darkness of the human mind.
You can't just throw things away. What you did to people, it's always there, out there, waiting for you in the dark.
It doesn't come home on you. It comes home on your clothes. It comes home in your head.
What's wrong with her?
They were two people who together created an uncontrollable compulsion in themselves.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
It's interesting to see the journey that took her to this disconnection from humanity. Has anybody ever loved you that much, detective? To kill or die for you?
About 5 years ago, a friend of mine shared a book with me called The Encyclopedia of Crime. And in that book, I came across this story that my grandfather was directly linked to. He had been one of the police officers directly vested in the capture, extradition, and execution of the Lonely Hearts killers, Raymond Fernandez and Martin Jewel Beck.
When I met Todd Robinson for the first time, he told me that he is the grandson of Buster Robinson. And this was one of the things that really intrigued me into it because it was a true story.
Todd was able to bring so much more into this character than, because of the relationship, because this is a man that he himself knew.
Todd basically only had me in mind. I guess my presence or essence was what he thought of as his grandfathers, that he'd seen in other movies. And
Cops don't talk about what they see. They push it down with a stiff promo or burn it back, hide behind a newspaper and hope nobody notices.
Homicide detectives see the darkest things that you can possibly imagine. They can't bring that home and share it with their children or their wives, even today. What was personal about this story was how not only this case, but many, many of the homicides he worked on affected him personally, affected my father, my grandmother.
People don't just punch out for no reason. Yeah, well, she had a reason. I was talking about Annie. Yeah, I know.
well, the thing is that I don't know if my character always cared so deeply about these particular victims. I think that because he was trying to figure out why his wife died or committed suicide, he's suddenly trying to make up for the past.
Well, I think he's working out some of his own personal issues through his job, and I'll go along with it as long as it's helping him. He can get lost in certain things, and I just try to pull him back, that's all.
Remember what you told me when I made detective? You said do the job. Make sure you go home. Don't tell your wife nothing, and keep the blood out here.
And he's accusing me of putting my heart on the line or my humanity in the job and on the job, which is kind of the cardinal rule that you don't do as a police officer, or a detective. You don't get emotionally involved.
But for both our sakes, don't make it personal. Do it right. Act like a cop.
The big thing about those two actors, John Travolta and James Gandolfini, is the great chemistry.